Willie D Live.
What's up, family? NFL great Ray Lewis was recently on the PBD podcast, and he had a lot to say about his former teammate and friend, Shannon Sharpe. When asked about Shannon Sharpe's newfound media fame, Ray Lewis said he wasn't surprised, he was shocked. Regarding Shannon's podcasting and TV success, Ray said, "I'm shocked at his content. I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route? I can't go that route. Never can go that route." As for the route in question, Ray sees a discrepancy with the teammate he played with and the way Shannon handles himself today. That route is to become so worldly that you've become popular because you're talking about ignorance, Ray said. A lot of times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not gonna do that to nobody. I'm in life to try to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or give back to the kingdom. Let's stop right there. All these gossip conversations and ignorance. Ray, what did you just do? You didn't have to bring up your old buddy dirty laundry. You didn't have to do none of that. You're basically doing the same thing that you are accusing Shannon of doing. Now, to keep it a buck, some of the shows Shannon has done has been messy, but a great deal has been informative. He brings a lot of people on where you get to learn about that person and not about that person's beefs and grievances they have. Yes, he's had some shows where people add people out. Yeah, he had that. But the great deal of his stuff has been entertaining to me. You know, and I ain't no dude that feed on that type of ignorance and gossip thing, so I don't even know what he's talking about. It sounds like some sour grapes are going on. Sound like somebody is a little jealous to me, because remember, Shannon and Ray used to be buddy-buddy. Shannon helped Ray through a difficult time when he was going through his legal battles. And it just seems like that don't even matter. You know, Ray got himself caught up in a double homicide. It was January 31st, 2000, right after the Super Bowl. It was a Super Bowl party. And a couple guys got stabbed up. They got into a fight with some members of Ray's party, and they got stabbed up. They found blood from one of the deceased men inside of Ray's limousine. Ray went to court and rolled over on his buddies. So this is not some new phenomenon here. This is familiar territory for Ray Lewis. And let's not forget, Ray, I remember explicitly the way you was doing that cooning, man, a few years back. How you was riding and throwing the black folks under the bus, throwing the whole black community under the bus. No smoke for any other group, just throwing black folks under the bus with consistency. I remember those days. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you straight up, fam, I don't trust Ray Lewis. I don't know Shannon, but to me, it looks like Shannon is a dude who's doing his thing from a distance. All I see is another black man who is doing some great things. He got flaws like anybody else. Yeah, he got a little work to do, but who ain't got some work to do? Moving on. Ray also said, and a lot of times, and a lot of guys get in trouble with these podcasts and things, man, because everybody wants to follow. Everybody wants to be popular. Everybody want to make money. But that's a tightrope into what you call influence and popularity. The devil has the ability to make you popular. God has the ability to give you influence that when people see you, they see an image of him. And that's the thing for me that started to switch with not just Shannon, but just a couple of people. I'm like, wow, you would switch out like that? Really? And I would never, ever. Why? Because of the respect that I have for my mother, my daughters, my granddaughters, life, period. I think men give these new platforms, we've overrode what the platform is actually for. The platform is supposed to help somebody find a new direction. We don't help. Everybody just gets on, like everybody's talking now. Everybody got a podcast. Everybody is the new marriage coach. Everybody's the new relationship coach. And ain't nobody coaching themselves, because if you were coaching yourself when it says power of life and death is found in the tongue, then go back and check out a couple of your episodes and ask yourself, do you give life or do you give death? And that's why me personally, I kind of do my own thing, stay in my own lane. I think this was a straight up snake move. Buddy asked Ray, was he surprised that his former friend, or his friend, because he didn't know it was a former friend, but his friend, Shannon Sharpe, was so successful in what he's doing in the media. And he was like, no, I'm not surprised, I'm shocked. And he just starts to going off on him. Like, why not just say, no, I'm not really, that's what he wanted to do. And anything he put his mind to do, I know he can do it because he's definitely qualified, or something like that. He could have kept it short. He could have just said, no, I'm not surprised, and kept it like that. Just kept it moving just like that. But no, that's too much like right. Yeah, Ray Lewis is back. And it appears to me, for all the wrong reasons, he's going to have a whole lot more to say, because he's been quiet lately. I don't know what he's been having going on, but he's been quiet lately. Ray says he's shocked with Shannon's content. Ray's the kind of guy that will say some things that are true. Like there are messy people out there. There are a lot of gossip stuff out there. Everybody do got a podcast. Everybody do think they're a coach now. Everybody's listening to everybody, Got it. That's true, right? So he's the type of guy that will say some things that are true, that are undisputably true. You can't argue with it. Well, you could argue with it, but it would be useless. He'll say some things that you just can't deny that, okay, that's the truth. But then he'll pepper those comments with really off-the-wall comments. And those off-the-wall comments often will get a pass because people are so focused on the other things that he said, the things that they really wanted to hear. You dig what I'm saying? Ray purports to be a Christian, love everybody and all this type of stuff, but isn't Christians supposed to really be focused on being more of optimists, being positive, not jumping on podcasts and saying things, disparaging people, talking down on people, the very same people that he accused of disparaging others and talking down on? Aren't Christians supposed to carry themselves with a light, like handle themselves in a different way than the secular community, the part of the community I'm part of. You know what I'm saying? Ain't y'all supposed to be better than us or something? Like taking the higher road? Maybe Ray didn't mean any harm, but at the very least, you gotta admit, this is passive aggressiveness at its best. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.